speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Ingram deciding where to go with it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That jumper right there, pretty pure from B.I. Sized up the D and just took it.
Bledsoe passes to Matthews. From deep three-point range, Middleton can't get it to go. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk to Alvin Gentry a few minutes ago, and he talked about the group effort that it's going to take to contain Antetokounmpo. He said there's no one player or one way to defend Giannis because he causes foul trouble and he wears guys down. Going to give him different looks and come at him with different guys. We'll see how effective those fresh legs on Antetokounmpo will be tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Ingram dishes to Williamson. Here's Favors. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Outside ball. Pass to Williamson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lopez kicks to Matthews. They get the rebound. Middleton outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch and shoot game.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. A different look for Milwaukee. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Melly. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Now the pass to Connaughton. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans leading by 5. Redick passes to Jackson. Outside for Redick. Off target from three-point range. For 3, Hill. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans ahead, up 5. It's the NBA on 2. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the...
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Bucks. George Hill out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 3.
The long strides of George Hill helping him gain some ground to take advantage of, and slices to the rim and scores.
Redick dishes to Hayes. And stolen by DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Ilyasova. No good that time. And New Orleans will come the other way.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club. Well, JJ doing a great job deciding on that pick and roll play with what to do with the basketball. Deceptively crafty when he gets in that set.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. New Orleans leading by 9. Passes it to Okafor. Ingram against Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Williams against Williamson. For 3, Bledsoe. Ball with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ingram just letting it rip right now on the offensive end.
Williams, that's for 2. Okafor grabs the miss.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Clearly a foul.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for him.
Well, Kyle Korver at the line is lights out. And if there's guys on the floor you don't want to foul, Kyle Korver would be the one.
Both free throws good from Korver.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there. His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Bucks trail by 16. Kicks it down to Middleton. Here's Connaughton. And the Bucks miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Hayes. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Lopez passes to Hill. Middleton for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Middleton's got 6.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
It's Jackson with the drive. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
For the finish. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Redick inside the line, and it's off the back rim. No good. Bucks trail by 17. Middleton for 3. Lopez kicks to Hill. Here's Connaughton. The three-pointer, no good. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
On the court for the Bucks, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there at Bledsoe. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, the awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Pass to Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Favors. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Ball. Pelicans leading by 22. And there's the pass to Ingram. Back to Ball. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Brandon Ingram.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And here is Ball. Williamson finds Ball. Back to Williamson. Passes to Ingram. 5 on the clock. Favors trying to break free. Milwaukee with the ball. The 3 for DiVincenzo. He's off on that one. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.